YouTube and your boy Estefanos, and I'm back with a new video. Hey guys, I'm kind of taking it slow because your boy is really growing up because I just got my wisdom teeth taken out. So I'm in a bit of a pain, so videos are going to be a bit slower, but I'm able to upload them when I have enough energy, so like right now. But today, I decided to go a bit easy with the video. I am still going to talk about Invincible, but in this video, we're going to be talking about my theories for Beyond the Spider-Verse. I am the biggest Spider-Verse fan out there. And well, and it's now that we finally got a confirmed release date for Beyond the Spider-Verse and the first images of the movie, you know I gotta talk about it. I've had these theories for a long time, and well, I decided why not put them in a video. But before we get started, I just want to say I am shocked how well my last video did. The fact that the video is nearly at 200 views is amazing. Thank you all so much, and I'm shocked. I'm really shocked. My first ever video is like 140. The last video passed it, and I'm just speechless. So, and again, I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and leave feedback, and comment down below. What are your guys' theories for Beyond the Spider-Verse? And without further ado, I'm not wasting any time. So, Beyond the Spider-Verse is the third film in the Spider-Verse series. It is the final film in Miles Morales' journey in becoming Spider-Man. The first film was Into the Spider-Verse. Across the Spider-Verse is the second film. Now, personally, I prefer Across the Spider-Verse because it just did everything that Into the Spider-Verse did better. And I've already talked about why Miles is my favorite Spider-Man. And I've talked a bit here and there on why I believe he's more right than Miguel in the whole situation. And boy, I really do hope that Miles gets a happy ending. After what he's been through, he deserves a happy ending. But yeah. So Beyond the Spider-Verse the main story is gonna take place immediately after Across the Spider-Verse, where Miles is trapped in Earth 42, an alternate reality where there's no Spider-Man. It's run by the Sinister Six cartel, and the Prowler, like the Miles Morales of that universe, is the Prowler and is working with his uncle Aaron, who was alive, and his dad Jefferson Morales is dead. And also the Spot is wreaking havoc in Earth 1610, and Miles is nowhere to be found. So it's pretty much screwed. And also, both Gwen's Spider Team, and Miguel's Spider Society are all looking for Miles. For Miles, Gwen wants to help and repair her relationship with Miles, while Miguel just wants to stop Miles from ruining the timelines. And so there's a lot to expect for this final film. But like I just want to start by saying these are all my personal theories. But so don't think I'm weird, okay? And if you guys have your own, and like I said, if you have your own theories, comment down below. So my first theory is this. Now, as much as we all can agree, Miguel was pretty much a jerk to Miles in Across the Spider-Verse. Like, I get his reasoning, and I understand where he's coming from. He's trying to protect the multiverse. That's respect. But with that in mind, you can't blame Miles for getting bitten by a spider that's not from a different universe. That's clearly not his fault. And you can't say his Peter died because of it, because that's just out of pocket. So, and since he failed to save his daughter from an alternate universe that was disintegrated because he was in an alternate universe for too long, I believe Miguel would sacrifice himself to save Miles. Because it makes sense. Because it would make sense that he would risk his own life to save the multiverse and save the very thing he fought to fight. The very thing he fought against was Miles. And So I believe he'll save Miles and die in the process. A lot of people are believing that Gwen is gonna die, but I have a theory for that. But yeah, I believe Miguel is gonna die, and personally, it would make sense, and it would perfectly conclude his arc of him redeeming himself. Yeah. My second theory is Gwen won't die. I know a lot of videos have done their theories on how the story's gonna turn out, but personally, nah, Gwen is not dying. I don't believe Gwen will die because, if like Gwen said, in every universe, Gwen Stacy falls for Spider-Man, and like in every other universe, it doesn't end well. But that's just Gwen Stacy. You're Spider-Woman, so technically, it can work out. And Miles is not Peter Parker. You know what I mean? But and that's why I believe Gwen isn't dying. It's like she also has spider powers, so she can protect herself. Self. So that's and the fact that her dad took pulled away from being the police captain of her universe makes me believe that. Like, there's a lot of evidence that could sustain that Gwen won't die. But then again, these are just theories. Number 3. Jefferson won't die. I refuse. I refuse. Jefferson has been one of my favorite characters in the Spider-Verse series. In Into the Spider-Verse, you could understand why he was the way he was, and he was like pretty much the voice of reason for Miles in the first film. And he gave Miles that boost of confidence after his uncle died and when it seemed like all hope was lost. When it seemed the Spider people going to risk their own lives, especially Peter B, to stop Kingpin's collider. And so he told Miles he had the spark in him, and that whatever he chooses to do with it, he'll love him no matter what. And even in Across the Spider-Verse, he loves his son so much, but he has doubts that he's doing a good job, which is the reason why his son's pulling away. And I just love how realistic it feels. Like, you can understand Miles, but you also understand the parents in Across the Spider-Verse. It's done so well. So I just really hope he doesn't die. Number 4. Miles will Miles will find a way to redeem the Spot. Now, the Spot was considered the joke villain of the week in Across the Spider-Verse. Like, in the trailers, it looked like he wouldn't be the big bad. It seemed more like Miguel. But after we've seen the film, nah, the real villain is the Spot. He could literally be a multiversal threat if handled right, and that's what he became at the end of the film. And Miles pretty much spent the whole film making fun of him, and so it makes perfect sense that Miles will do what it takes to repair the damage he caused. It makes perfect sense too for him to apologize and try to convince the Spot you don't have to be the bad guy. You were just a regular man who just had a job, a family, and now have nothing left to lose. So, but what you can do is use your powers to stop this madness. That's what I believe. And I just love how well written the Spot is. He went from a joke to a threat. That's how you write a villain right there. I really do hope that's the case, and that he'll probably be the key to stopping the multiverse collapsing, especially in Miles' universe. I really, really, really hope so. Number 5. I hate to say it, but I believe Rio is dying. Oh, God. No, listen. Think about it. She was the voice of reason for Miles and Across the Spider-Verse, and also even Into the Spider-Verse, even though she had a minor role. You could tell that she loves Miles a lot. It's her child, and she gave them that beautiful speech that wherever you go from here, you gotta promise to protect that little boy from me, and protect yourself, and not let anyone, no matter where you go, no matter at those big fancy places, to not let anyone tell you who you are, and how to live your life. You do things your own way. And I just love that throughout the film, Miles stuck by that, especially on the train when everyone is against him. except Hobie. Hobie is the GOAT. I really hope Hobie is the GOAT in Beyond the Spider-Verse, because he was. But basically, but with that being said, I'm afraid it seems like that's where the direction is heading, that Rio might die. Oh man, I really hope I didn't jinx this. I really hope I didn't jinx this. Why do I do this to myself? I feel like I've really jinxed this happening. But then again, we really don't know what's gonna happen. That's the exciting part. Like, I am so excited for this film. Like, I could you not. I don't want anyone to die, but then again, people have died in these movies, and that's what makes these movies great. Not the deaths, but what the characters do after their deaths. But bro, Rio, unfortunately, in my theory, is dying. But Jefferson is definitely surviving, without a doubt. It would go against what Miles was fighting for in Across the Spider-Verse. And then, number 6, Miles G. Morales, aka the Prowler of Earth 42, is actually an anti-hero. Not a hero or villain. He's like Miguel. Miguel is like what you call more of an antagonist, not a villain. Miles G. Morales, like Miguel, has went through some dark stuff. He watched his dad die, and he grew up closer with his mom and got closer with his Puerto Rican side, got the Spanish accent. So that's why he's like so broody, and like, bro is stone-faced. Like, bro does not care. Miles was like, both our dads are gonna die. Your dad. Please. You gotta let me go. Why would I do that? Nah, bro. Bro said that like, bro, that is just, that aura is just, the pull up in that final scene was just too fire. And the fact this was last minute, by the way, that they added that, and it still feels natural. But anyways, I have 6 theories right now. What do you guys think is gonna happen in Beyond the Spider-Verse? Comment down below, and let's, as always, have a discussion. But one thing's for sure, who do you think is not gonna die in Beyond the Spider-Verse? And do you think this will be the best superhero trilogy of all time, on top with like some of the best film series out there? And as always, hope you all have a good day. Make sure you all follow your dreams. Do what you all want to do. Do your own thing. Don't let anyone hold you back. And yeah, and like I said, I'm still recovering from my wisdom teeth, so I'm gonna take some time uploading videos. But I'm okay now, but it's still recovering. And with that, peace.